I'm telling you, that's going to be it.
What?
That's going to be it. No more Hawk.
No,
Hawk
it's
is
not.
Hawk is off the show.
Stop it. That is not true.
Cobra Kai season 5.
No.
Cobra Kai season 6. There's no
What?
more Hawk. Fuck him.
Oh, stop.
Jacob Bertrand said.
He did not say that.
Well, that's what he fucking said.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he really say that? Or are you just making things up and changing words around?
Jacob Bertrand was very clear that Hawk dies. But he was very specific about Hawk, not Eli.
What exactly did he say?
All right, here's my understanding of it. And maybe, I don't know exactly what he said, but I get the impression that Hawk gets like the clap or something, and this is can't
just
survive.
You mixing up words and
it's
being fast and loose with the facts. Okay, I got it.
It's kind of what he implied. Now, Hawk he's saying that it's going to be just Eli now. That Hawk is going to be essentially removed.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Semantics.
Well, semantics maybe, but that's going to be it for
Semantics
Hawk.
matter.
He's back to Eli. You know what's interesting is I kind of thought this when he became Hawk in season 1.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, you know what? I get it. In the end, they're going to want to bring him back. He'll say something like, it's just Eli now. I'm not Hawk anymore. I thought they'd wait till the last season.
Yeah.
But then the more I thought about it, I thought, no, because then that kind of sends the message that you can't look like a badass. It almost sends the message that, like remember that movie Rockstar that really sucked and everybody hated?
Yeah.
Okay. At the spoilers for the movie Rockstar, which is terrible. At the end of the movie, he like cut his hair. Mark Wahlberg's character cut his hair. He quit doing metal. Now he's like in a little Starbucks at the beginning of Starbucks, and he's doing like acoustic rock and like a little coffee shop. And so the message you were kind of left with was maybe all this long-haired heavy metal shit was bad, right?
Yeah.
And then now he's going to be a nice guy. He's going to stop getting his dick wet. He's going to the whole thing.
Boring.
So when I thought about Hawk, I thought, well, they're not going to be that lame as to end the series by essentially telling you that one of the characters you've been following shouldn't have been cool the whole time. Yeah. Shouldn't have had a cool haircut. Shouldn't have had a cool nickname. Yeah. Go back to being Eli, you
Let's
little prick.
be careful with our messaging out there.
Right. So at first that seemed to me the way they were going to go. And then I thought, no, I don't think they want to do that, because then the show is about, in Johnny's words, being badass.
Yeah.
And I thought they probably wouldn't want to do that. So I think they're doing it in a good way here. Like, we're still pretty far away from the series ending. And he's just retiring Hawk, and he realizes it's not really who he is.
He's going to be true to himself.
Yeah. But, he's got Robbie to thank, because Robbie's the one that shaved off or cut off his mohawk.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could look at it that way, I guess.
Essentially, all Robbie's enemies eventually have to thank him. Because if you think about it, like, Hawk owes him this, right? Okay. Or I'm sorry, Eli. I'm doing it already. Yeah. Eli owes him the abandoning of Hawk. And then Miguel, he owes Robbie a big one.
How so?
Well, because thanks to Robbie, Miguel got a big, long break from Sam.
Oh, my God.
I mean, if that weren't for Robbie, Miguel would have been stuck with her the whole time. He is fed up. At the end of season 4, Cobra Kai season 4 showed us Miguel kind of had enough.
So maybe at some point Miguel's going to be like, bro, you did me a solid.
I think so. After they fight to the death a few more times.
Okay.
I'd kind of like for Hawk to have a little heart-to-heart with Chosen at some point.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah.
And kind of Johnny. I mean, there's a few of them who could kind of walk in these footsteps of like leaving their old self behind and sort of getting into new,
Got you.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd like to see that.
Chosen would be so great to have that conversation with.
I think it'd be hilarious because Chosen would say something like, "You fought someone to the death too," and he'd be like, "No, I just was in a tournament and got into a little mall fight."
Coyote Creek.
Yeah, it was. Jesus, what are you up to, dude? Chosen's not going to fit in here.
You're in America. We just fight for points.
That's another thing. I would like for the kids on the show to know that Daniel. See, they just know Daniel is like Mr. LaRusso. He sells cars. Yeah. I'd like for them to know some of the shit that went down in Cobra Kai season, Karate Kid Part 2.
Karate Kid number 2.
Yeah, a lot when I saved a little girl's life in a storm.
Daniel's never been more badass than he was in Karate Kid 2.
Yeah, that was it was like Karate Kid Part 1, they wanted to keep him regular kid. Karate Kid Part 2, they wanted to make him like really step up, and they wanted
heroic.
Yeah. Like for sequels, they always want to escalate, right? They always want like escalation. They want to raise the stakes, So they did that with Karate Kid Part 2. They failed to do it with Karate Kid Part 3.
Yeah.
He just went back in time. But anyway, yeah. So Jacob Bertrand said it himself. Hawk, no more. And I wonder, should they have a little funeral for Hawk? Would that be kind of fun if, like,
maybe, yeah.
Maybe his hair is still somewhere. Robbie probably still has his hair. They could bury it in, like, the Miyagi-Do backyard all together as a group.
Yeah, I guess if they ever collected it off the floor of the tattoo parlor, I don't know.
Yeah, they could bury it in the ground, and someone could be like, wah, wah, wah.
I somehow doubt that they got it, though.
I don't mean with, like, a little kazoo. I mean, like, just with their mouth.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, I think, well, let me ask you, do you think this is a good idea to have no more Hawk on the show?
No, I think that they have an opportunity to kind of integrate and show how you can learn lessons and you can integrate them into your life. You don't have to cut them out of your life.
This would be funny. What if one of the other kids says, hey, since you're not going to be Hawk anymore, you're just Eli, how about I'm Hawk? Call me Hawk. That would be funny. Who's that one kid? They call him ass-face, and they call him douchebag, and they call him penis breath, and they call him
we don't even know his real name.
I think, I don't know his real name.
I feel like we did know it, but now we don't know
They've said it. Yeah. Anyway, so I think he would be fun if he tried to go by Hawk for a season.
Yeah.
And then maybe somebody else tries. Everybody
be like kind of like the Brotherhood of the Traveling Hawk.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with that reference.
Come on.
But yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I'll tell you this. I think having Hawk off the show for a while, but probably till the end, is maybe not a bad idea. Not that it's not cool to have him on the show. We like him, but that thread seems done. You know, I feel like maybe it's spent. There's so many characters already on the show. None of them are getting enough screen time. You know, like, you've got too many characters for the number of minutes you have in a season. Yeah. Even though Cobra Kai season 5 is supposed to be longer than the others. Which, so cool. But I think maybe it's just time to let that thread sort of go. You know, like, we don't need him to grow it back out and do a whole thing. I'm the Hawk again.
Right.
I don't know if I want to go through it. Just fine. Fuck it. He's Eli. Let's move on. They're adding characters to a show that already is just, we don't have a spare second to take everybody in, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, even little things like at the tournament, you didn't even have a moment to see anybody's parents in the audience, except for the LaRussos. Right. You didn't even get to wonder, like, hey, is Kenny's mom here, or his dad, or she's real busy, she's not around, his dad's a military guy. Are they at the tournament? Are they proud? Are they like, you didn't get to see any of that. You didn't even get to see some of the drama that should have been between, like Sam's there and Kyler's there, right? Yeah. And then, like, Kyler and Miguel had multiple fights, and you didn't even really get much drama with any of these people at the tournament where there should have been drama. So I just think that maybe abandoning this storyline isn't a bad idea, just because things are already too bloated, and we probably are, to my fucking sadness, we probably are in the last 3 seasons or so now with season 5. Yeah, I would think so. And I think that this is probably a good time. The timing is right for Hawk to transition back into Eli, but a new Eli, a stronger Eli, more confident Eli. So he's himself, but he's taking pieces of Hawk with him, the ones that served him well, you know, and leaving behind the more negative parts of Hawk that were going to lead him into trouble eventually. He needs to hold on to the Hawk that scored 3 points to Kyler's 0 at the tournament. That we got to hold on to. That was great. Yeah. I'll never get over the fact that he didn't just beat Kyler, he beat him 3-0. Yep. Humiliated him. Son of a bitch. Nobody likes Kyler. No. Let us know in the comments. To be humiliated, it's him. Yes, very much. Anyway, guys, I guess that's all we got. That's what we're thinking. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. Do you think Hawk should be gone and stay gone? Should he disappear and then come back? What the hell? What are your thoughts on this whole thing? Voice of Reason, any final thoughts? Hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Yeah, please don't forget to like, subscribe, all the other shit. You know, we recently passed 1,000 subscribers. Woo! And we got a little letter from Rob Wilson, I guess somebody at YouTube. Yeah. And this is pretty impressed. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably the most subscribers that any YouTube channel's ever had, is about 1,000. You know, there's 1,000 is probably the ceiling there. You can't go any bigger than that. Right. Anyway, guys, we're done fucking around. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thanks so much.